Hello and welcome to Never Fall. The student taught the master a lesson today. Absolutely taught him a lesson. Second half coming out with VAR controversy. They should have been 10 men down. I don't know if they paid somebody or something, but still they did the job.
Whoa.
They did the job.
Don't do that, Mo. Don't do that.
No, they didn't?
No. Don't do that pay shit.
Huh?
There's plenty of slander on City, yeah, today. Don't try and do that shameless shit about paying people, bro. Don't do that. There's more than enough slander to do any of that. Don't do that.
Wait.
Hold on. What?
You're saying that City paid refs?
There's only one reason.
No. There's not. All right. So the reason
why
is
wasn't Kovacic given a red card?
Mo. So you're telling me the only one reason is because City pay refs?
Maybe I don't know.
You said there's only one reason. Now you're saying maybe. Make fucking sense, you knobhead. Don't be a weapon, bro. Don't be a weapon. Like, you can't say there's only one reason and go maybe. Like, that's dumb. And furthermore, listen, hold on. There's another thing, yeah, is I'm sure that what the Premier League want to see is a title race, correct?
100%.
Right, okay. So would they not tell City to fuck off if we're going, by the way, give us decisions? Because that's not going to lead to a title race, is it? That's going to lead to City winning the league by even more points.
So can you tell me what is this? The people in The Guardian talked about someone in Emirates linked to Howard Webb. What is that?
No idea, bro. That's all conspiracy theories which we have no influence over, bro. Are you a vegan?
Maybe
or something?
one of the guests knows. You guys know.
Nah, bro. Come on, let's not do none of this about. Now we're linking Arsenal to. Nah, let's not do this.
Hi, Warren. Hello. I'll go. Hi. They know you're here.
You can't slander them today because they're both Arsenal fans. So
they only show up when they won. Like both of them. Have you guys been here before? On the
first time. Never been here.
Of course, yeah.
First time.
Now you go join top with the mighty Spurs, and then you're here. You beat City, and then you're here.
I think Hold on.
Charge.
Hold on, Mo. Did you win this weekend?
No, we didn't.
Okay, sorry. Right. You can join me down here then.
I forgot my card.
Cass can go in the middle. There we go. So Cass, your host. Now, let me just step in here. Firstly, the likes must go up. I don't know what the likes are on, but they must go up. Smash a like for me to cry. Yeah, smash a like for that. Secondly, if you want to address me, because I've been told in the comments they're calling my name, saying Daps come outside, all of this crap. Yeah, I don't read the comments. I'm not reading the comments. I'm not on my phone, right? I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Instagram. If you want to address me, there's only one way it's going to be put on the screen and I'll see it. And it's a super chat. Yes, I'm being shameless. If I'm going to come on here and have all of you fucking hyenas hunting for me, then the only way you are going to get to me is by a super chat, right?
Oh, can I shamelessly
hold
plug
that?
Me and Mo are doing this full time now. So we're officially doing it full time, as in, yes. So Mo's got his channel and this, and then I've got obviously this and editing and etc. We're doing it full time.
And furthermore, I'm not. All right. And furthermore, I'm not. So again, if you want to fucking get me rattled, then send a fucking super chat, because I don't get paid enough to come on here and take all this from you fuckers. My eyes strain too much to read the comments, and then you mock me for it. But I will start off by, to every single Arsenal fan out there, congratulating you on a win, on a good win. With not your best 11, right? You didn't have your best 11 out. And that is another milestone for you. Like that you've come out and you haven't, Saka didn't start, wasn't even on the bench. Martinelli didn't start. Partey didn't start. And you still beat Manchester City. So you've overcome that hurdle. There's no excuses from Manchester City at all. We can say, oh, De Bruyne's not there. But De Bruyne's not here till January. We can't fall back on that one. Rodri, we have to hold it. Yeah, we're not as good without Rodri. But also, it is October, and we have to remember these are the moments that will define this City team, because this is where today we didn't show the mentality. Arsenal did, but this is where we get the kick up the arse.
That's in the words of Mons. You're gonna have to
Nah, bro. I'll leave this stream as well, bro. Happily.
That's
Cass, you know me. Is anyone ever? No one's ever going to tell me, right? So no one can tell me I'm not allowed to talk. Inside the house, outside the house, right? Now, furthermore, if you mute me or put me backstage, I'm good, bro. I've got persons of interest to watch. I will go off stream and I'll watch TV and chill out. Yeah. If I'm here, I'm gonna have a fucking voice, whether you like it or not.
This is how big Never a Foul is, okay? Someone just tweeted me, added me in a tweet, addressed me with a tweet that says, just learn that Michael Oliver is getting paid by Abu Dhabi to referee. I swear to God. Wallahi, I'm not joking. It's right in front. Someone add me in that tweet, watching Never a Foul. He said, it's exact. The tweet says exactly that. It's 4 hours ago.
Did you just make it up?
Dude, it's right. I can share the screen. It's right in front of me. I can send you the tweet.
So sorry, Michael.
Let me read the tweet. Let me read the tweet. Let me read the tweet.
Arsenal
It said,
slander.
it just learned that Michael Oliver is getting paid by Abu Dhabi to referee the games in El Sharga. Wonder if there is any conflict there. The game information on it's official. It's game between two teams in Abu Dhabi. The referee is Michael Oliver, English, in El Sharga Stadium in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, so who's that? So who's that slander on?
No, this is related to what I said in the beginning about that the Guardian said that someone is getting paid in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
Howard Webb and the referees.
What's that got to do with City or Arsenal? I'm confused.
I think what they're trying to say is there's a bit of a conflict of interest with the refs being on a payroll that, you know, have some connections with City as a club, and that might influence the decisions for or against them, right?
Does he still referee in the Premier League?
Of course, yeah.
This is Michael
Unfortunately.
Oliver. He just ref today.
Yeah, he was the referee today.
Well, referee today is Michael Oliver.
He was there a couple of weeks ago, and now that's
he was in Emirates a couple of weeks ago.
I'll be honest, sounds pretty fucking fishy to me, but it's what it is.
Exactly. It's that. By the way, that wasn't me. I was listening. You know, I listened to the podcast, and then
so, do you know what? This is where I can be honest. Someone needs to investigate that. That sounds fucking fishy as shit.
Fishy, right? Like this is, you go to ref in Abu Dhabi that is owning a Premier League club, and then 2 weeks later you're refing the biggest game in the Premier League. I'm not saying I don't have any evidence. I don't have any evidence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but the reality is,
but this is
if someone told you that the Kroenkes are taking the Michael Oliver in America, you would say like, fuck off. What is this?
But look, I'll be consistent as I've always said. If when the charges come out, we are found guilty of them, then I won't tell people stop bringing it up, right? We'll have to talk on it, innit? And I'll have to hold it. And that one sounds fishy. So by all means, people go and fucking whack another one on there. 116 charges. Fuck it. We'll sing that as well.
And I don't even think it's just Michael Oliver either. I'm sure there's other referees that are over there as well.
I don't know. I don't know enough facts to talk on it.
We're talking about corruption in the Premier League.
Oh man, what a shock! Let's talk about the game.
Yeah, let's talk about the game. Let's
give the Arsenal guys time. Guys, you guys are the guests here. So talk how
talk good on today. Arsenal.
Like slander City, do something.
No, talk good on. Hold on. Before you slander City,
say anything.
Before you slander City, why don't you talk good on what Arsenal did? Because this is a thing that I'm not getting right.
You don't lose every day, bro.
No, but
let us have this moment.
No, let Arsenal have that moment. This is what I don't get, right? When we win the league or when we win games, I celebrate with City fans. My go-to is not right. I want to contact an Arsenal fan and fucking rub it in their face, right? Let Arsenal fans talk about what they did first. Let Arsenal actually get the praise, then come for City. And meanwhile, the comments, like I said, keep sending those super chats slandering City. But for now, let's talk. Let's give Arsenal props, bro, because Arsenal won this game, innit? Let's not turn this into City lost this game. Let's make it Arsenal won this game at first, at least. Like, who do you guys want to single out? Like, there must be players that you're looking at and thinking, game changers.
My man, Jay, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. You know, I'll never come on here and slander City. Internet has a long memory, and unfortunately, they're still the team to beat in the league, right? So, I think what I was most proud of was just the fact that the boys went out there and did what it took to get the win. Especially with the international break coming up, it's going to be a huge boost for us going into probably one of the tougher parts of the season. I would say October to Christmas time to New Year is going to be tough, especially with the group stage games coming thick and fast as well. in the Champions League. And yeah, just 3 points by any means necessary is big for us. I think Declan Rice was great in the middle, just disrupting play. Didn't see him get on the ball too much in that eight position where Havertz has been playing, but he was really disruptive. Wasn't really letting City get any rhythm through the middle. Saliba and Gabriel, I mean, kept Haaland really, really quiet, which was obviously great to see. I think we need to have some serious conversations about Saliba not just being one of the better younger center backs in the world, but he's approaching, I think, the status of one of the best center backs just in the world period right now. I'd still put a couple center backs above him, but I think what we've seen over the last probably 18 months, even from back his time in France, he's been really, really good. So it's nice to see. And then Jesus, I think, as well, was amazing on the right. He was an outlet for Raya with the long ball. Great hold to play against Guardiola, who you would think would bully him, just given the physicality that he usually provides. And yeah, the subs as well came on, made a difference. The directness of Martinelli was great. That's something that we've been missing, I think, all year, really. We have a lot of players who can come in and move the ball, keep the ball well, good ball retention, but that pace in behind, the relentlessness of attacking our players has just been really good. So yeah, I'm just extremely happy. Can't wait to see what we can do now that some guys are getting healthy again. Party was back, which was nice to see. And yeah, hopefully this just kicks on for the next couple of games and we can get a few more results.
TJ, over to you.
Yeah, bro. I can only echo what my man Jay here said, but I have to highlight Martinelli. I have never seen. I honestly thought we were mid up until Martinelli came on, and then we started cooking around 65th, 70th minute. Just started cooking. I mean, and honestly, it's one of those things where I'll be what you call a realist. Like we were definitely mediocre up until that point, and then absolute. Martinelli came out of the cannon, really started challenging them on that left side, and made them pay for it. One person that you have to say played okay today was Kai Havertz. He put in the assist. He wasn't totally embarrassing, which was good to see. And again, our back line. I agree with you that Will Saliba is one of the best center backs. I think he's one of the most on form center backs in the Premier League, if not the most on form.
I think on form.
Yeah. So, but I'm not willing to say that he's world class yet or approaching it. I think it's a little too early for that. But what an absolute stud, Rolls Royce, absolute player. Ben White too. One second. Ben White did not get enough flowers today. I don't think. Absolutely cooked today. Going up on that left side, overlapping, contributing defensively, obviously, but he was a threat on that outside, and obviously got caught offside a few times, but was definitely making City look over their shoulders for a majority of that game when we were in their final third. So, yeah, I think we got to give credit to Ben White too. Sorry, Cass, go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I need 350 likes, and I'll play you lot something.
I know what you're going to play.
350 likes.
I know what you're going to play.
Now.
I already know what you're going to play.
Right now.
I know exactly what you're going to play.
I need 350 likes. I need to see those likes go. It's 255. I haven't seen them.
I want to see fuck that 500 likes and you can see it. Fuck off. I'll end the stream, bro. I'll end the stream. Unless there's 500 likes, I'll end the stream.
Mo, can I run some supers if you don't mind? I know he's gonna do it. Can I do it while I see the lights go up quick?
You do it or I do it?
I mean, I don't mind either or. I need to see the lights go up.
Yeah, you guys hit
likes
the
must,
like
they
button.
must.
So I'm excited. I want to see this video. So can you fucking hit the like?
Yeah. All right, you know what?
I bet you I know what it is, Cass.
I really want to see the video. I don't know what the video is.
Oh my god, I want to see the lights go up. It's 363. That's what's 500. Yeah. I need 500 likes. I'll play the clip. But let me run through the supers then if Mo don't want to do it. Kovacic should have been been off, no excuse. To be fair, Daps was saying during the game as well, he should have been, because if we go back to the Jota thing, he got sent off for something very, very similar.
Yeah, should have, bro. Let's be clear, he potentially could have been sent off twice because he probably should have got a
second yellow for the second one.
He probably should have got a second yellow for the second one. So, and I actually think, but in hindsight, do you know what, karma? I think karma's a thing, and I said this on Mo's show earlier that I think the fact that firstly he didn't get sent off for the first one, then he didn't get the second yellow. I think at half time, Pep must have told him, you must not challenge anyone. Yeah, your job on the pitch is now not to challenge. Yeah, your job on there is when you get the ball unless you're 100% getting the ball, do not challenge. Right, and I think coming out in the second half, I think it was a mistake from Pep. He should have dragged him at half time.
I thought Pep was taking the piss.
I thought he was
genuinely.
I think the fact when you come on,
trying to rattle. I thought he was trying to rattle the stadium and rattle Arsenal by having him on the pitch.
I don't know. These are all theories, but ultimately, to come on there with him, City would have been nervous, right? Because you cannot be. There must be a bit of nerves in you if you know that one of your 6 or 8, however Kovacic was playing, you're coming out into the second half away at the Emirates, knowing he cannot put a challenge in. Yeah, that's going to change the way you play, right? And I think that was a mistake for Pep. I think Pep made a mistake with that one, keeping cover on. I don't know what the answer would have been. And at halftime, I was actually thinking...
But freaking Mateus Nunes is on there, but just put the guy.
Nunes, yeah, in hindsight, Nunes, or maybe drop Rico Lewis a little bit deeper. Yeah, so Rico Lewis swap stones with Walker and let him invert and then bring Doku on for Kovacic and let Doku go. There's things he could have done. I thought he would have did. And I think that was a mistake leaving him on the pitch. And Karma, ultimately, I think probably won today by giving Arsenal the win, and Arsenal deserve to win. By the way, let me be clear. I think Arsenal. Look, on a previous show. Oh, carry on. Then I'll go afterwards.
James Bond goes, "Baby shark."
Yeah. I mean, let's just put some stuff into perspective. Arsenal must celebrate today, right? It's a big win. It's a big message, getting a win against City, but this is October, people. Arsenal. You were top 97% of the season last season, yeah? Please learn from your lesson. Please learn from last season. Doing things like that and trying to call us baby sharks when we're the ones that stopped you from winning the league last year, right? When you were 97% of the season top, is digging your own grave, right? Karma, yeah? Celebrate today. And then at the end of the season, do all of this. There'll be receipts on me left, right, and centre, right? There'll be receipts for me everywhere. But you're celebrating too soon at the moment because, to be fair, you're not top. Tottenham are top. Arsenal.
You're telling them to celebrate.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Anyways,
Kaz, we still need to speak to you about your club at some point.
Yeah, some point. We don't mind. We got a lot of pre-calls to do now. Arnie says, why did City have 11 players on the pitch? City fan can tell us why.
I don't know who Arnie supports, but I'll give the answer because the referees in this fucking country are shit. Yeah, like I've said, he should have been sent off twice. Yeah,
he was scared to make the decision.
Answer. Like, yeah, maybe. Look, everything has a knock-on effect, right? I got told earlier I'm not allowed to speak unless spoken to.
What? Oh, yeah.
So I left the stream, right? No, so I left the stream, yeah? Because if you say that to me, I'll leave the stream. He muted me, Sommy. So then I left the stream. And so then he removed me from the stream completely, right? Actions have consequences. What happened last week, yeah? Understand that is now going to have a knock-on effect with the whole of this season, where some referees are going to give decisions thinking, oh, God, I don't want to get it right. Some are going to be nervous, going to get it wrong. Referee in this country are shit. Today, Kovacic probably should have been sent off twice, yeah?
Yeah, but let me try to run through these quick. Let me get into 115 charges, soon to be 116 after secret payments to Mike Oliver made today.
And by the way, any Arsenal fans that are sending these ones in, celebrate your club winning. You don't need to talk about them things. Talk about your club winning.
It was that Arnie again. I think that was Arnie again. Sorry, I think I skipped one. Sorry. Where's the Wall Stewart one? What are you doing, Mo, man?
I'm not. Did you see my hand? Did you guys see my hand? It's here. I'm actually not doing anything. You are the one who clicked on it. My hand is actually here, not on the mouse.
I can't even find Wolves flipping super chat now.
I will find it. Don't worry about it. Keep going. I'll find it. Don't worry about
it. City have never been issued a PGMOL apology.
Okay, so who have? Arsenal and Liverpool?
Brighton 3 times last.
Really? Okay. And unless you support Man United, you've never won a fucking treble. Next interesting stat.
If Will's in it, make sure. Can you? If Will's in it, do you
I will
mind?
find it. I will
Yeah,
find it.
I can't find it personally, but do you mind sending it again, just normal text?
Will's definitely still here.
The VAR refs from the LFC game, Spurs when UAE 2 days before the Spurs game. Make that of what you will.
Oh, shock from a Liverpool fan. You're still crying, bro. Hand of rod in that.
Will Stewart's super chat's right there.
Oh, I appreciate that, Mo. Thank you very much. Cover twice should have been red and Gross not sent off.
Yeah, Pascal Gross wasn't sent off for Liverpool. Liverpool should have had a player's. I don't know if you guys watched the game.
That was even a penalty.
Yeah, but it's a penalty if you're not playing the ball and you pull someone's jersey. It's a straight red.
Let me change this because my man, if he's asleep, then that's his loss, isn't it? Give me a sec.
It was last man as well.
I'm gonna do Will Stewart saying Arsenal fans acting like beating City at home is a trophy. Does that mean Tottenham have trophies now? No, it doesn't. Why? Your neck's in.
I do think though.
TJ knows well, so I want to let TJ answer him.
No, and I just argued with Will for about 2 hours, so I'm just gonna say what I said to him on my channel. Look, Will, the amount of Tottenham fans on Twitter posting screenshots of you guys top of the league, it's like Cecil all over again. Like, you guys need to calm down. You're 8 in. Congratulations on your 1-0 away win against Luton. Congratulations. We'll see where you guys are in December or January. Like, I don't talk about wind your necks in. That's hilarious coming from them. Hilarious.
Gunnar King says, Arsenal. Darren Manx up apart again. Yeah,
Cass, that just goes on with what Arsenal do all the time. Steal
again?
Other people's.
What is again?
So it's a City chant that, guess what? Arsenal have gone and taken a City chant once again.
But we had that for Fred.
No, but we do it. No, but we do it about tearing Cockneys apart again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's a Manx thing, isn't it? Bezzy says, fair play, Daps. You guys were handicapped and when we were nervous because of the decade dominance from you. So it was a cage game. You're still favored for the title. Big up for that's from Bezzy.
No, I appreciate, but I don't want to hear we were handicapped, because look, sorry, just let's look at it for what it is today, right? Last season, best 11. Let's not do this best 11, right? Today, Arteta and Arsenal's squad beat Pep and Manchester City's squad. Yeah, let's not do this best 11 because Arsenal had players out, City had players out. It's what it is. We can't do this. We were missing players. So were Arsenal, to be fair. So no excuses.
Yeah. Hi, Ultra. He says people might call it boring, but that game was a tactical epitome. Bruv, I just done a better thing. Both teams nullified each other, but it's fine margins. Arteta got his sub spot on Rice and Saliba. Yeah. Wow, Arteta today take a bow. Yeah, man. He
took big risks as well, innit? Took big risks with the selections.
Kizzy said, City's cooking. Don't come round often. Daps, hold that. CS2. Clean sheet 2. Oh, clean sheet 2.
I wish I knew who everyone supports as well, by the way, because I've had a few Chelsea fans telling me to hold that, and it's like hold on, but when Arsenal lost to City last season at the Etihad, Chelsea fans were feasting on Arsenal, right? And now we lose and they're feasting on us, and it's like, hold on a minute, what are you lot doing?
They gotta take anything they can get at this point. They're gonna latch onto anything.
Tony Bloom,
it's just
man.
like all the Spurs fans pulling on Manchester City sweaters at the end of
it's all mad, man. All mad.
It's mad.
Tony Bloom, City recorded the lowest ever shots since 2010. Yeah, we're gonna talk on Erling Weghorst today, man. Don't you worry.
Oh, we need to talk on the delivery into him. Absolutely.
You know what? I'm going to be totally honest. I know
previous games, we can talk on him missing sitters. Today it's about the delivery into him.
I actually thought his link up was actually okay. I just thought there was nothing to him. Does that make sense?
And I said this to Mo. I said that in like previous games, Haaland's missed sitters. So then you can talk on Haaland. Today, I actually think one, Saliba was very good. And secondly, the distribution into him was very poor. So I don't think today's one to go at Haaland. It's actually salute to the Arsenal players for nullifying him and salute to the Arsenal players for stopping the delivery into him. The previous games, Haaland's missed sitters, so we can talk on that. But today, I don't think it's on Haaland. Who had a better game,
Eddie Nketiah or Erling Haaland today?
I can't lie, they're both as shit as each other today. Nketiah was whack.
But please never compare Haaland to Nketiah.
Yeah.
What I'd like to know about Daps, actually, if you can answer this, with Haaland, I'm going to assume that Pep's telling him to stay central so that he can get the chance, right?
Yeah. So,
and I've always wondered if that might be affecting him when he is off his game, because normally sometimes you have players to kind of get into the game, they got to get more touches on the ball, right?
So
how are you? How do you dare slandering Pep's tactics?
No, you
How
should,
do
bro.
you come on? How do you dare to slander or question Pep Guardiola? Jay.
No, Mo, what? You're
We're not allowed to
Mo,
do
do you know you are the
You're
most,
not
Mo,
allowed to do
hold
that.
up, Mo, you are the most inconsistent content creator I have ever met in my life, yeah? Like, 1 minute you're praising Pep, and previously on your show, me and you were just slandering Pep, right? Now you want to come in here and act like people can't do it when I was doing it on your show. So don't do that, bro. Like, you can talk on Pep, and today Pep has to hold it, because he's right. I know people that have been and watched the training, and when Haaland has tried to drop deep, Pep has said, no, don't drop deep. Maintain, hold the position where you are. When you drop deep, you bring defenders into the midfield, and they then occupy the spaces where the other players. So it is what Pep's saying. And furthermore, if Haaland wasn't doing what Pep told him to, Haaland would be subbed. We've seen it with so many players. If they don't do what Pep asked, he fucking subbed Henry after Henry scored. Right? Because he wasn't doing what he wanted him to do. So if Haaland wasn't doing what he said, he would have dragged him. Today wasn't bad on Haaland. It was the delivery into him and the other players. It wasn't on Haaland.
So Haaland or Pep? It's Pep now.
Today is Pep.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Mr. Link says it's a 3-horse race. That's something to be talking about as well. Grandpa said, James says, Grandpa Shark. Oh my God. And he's doing a Sharky song again.
I mean, listen, get the likes up to 1,000. I'll sing the song.
Hit the likes if you hate Daps' vape. Don't say that because he'll come in.
Hit the likes. Hit the likes.
I mean,
actually, if anyone can find Daps' vape, the guy that commented, because he's disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, they go back. They make this account and then
they've changed it to a different name.
Mo swear jar.
It's probably the same guy, isn't it?
There's Cass's girlfriend or whatever. Like, people make fake accounts.
I like his answer. I have said that for years. None in Euro or World Cup.
Who?
Big up for that super chat.
I didn't understand what is that. Can you go back to the super chat?
It's from his last Arnie's last super chat.
What was it about?
What was it about?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Move on.
Arnie, just say the comments, man. Thanks for styling that one out, man. If you compare the game at the Emirates last season with today's game, you'll notice we made it difficult for City to play through our midfield today. Not getting carried away. Long way to go. Come on, you Gunners. That's
not
very
true,
facts.
Factual. It is true. Declan Rice shut the fucking midfield down, bro.
Let me tell you the difference.
Nah, but
I'm going to tell you 3 times. 3 times. Man City were able to bypass the press 3 times second half. Only 3 times. I counted them. It's the quality of players. Imagine if Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan are the ones bypassing that press and going 4-on-4.
Imagine if Saka was playing a party.
Yeah. But that's the point. It's the quality. It's the quality of the players of Man City.
And by the way, this is the thing that we as City fans need to just hold. Yeah, we can't sit here and go, oh no, it's fine because that's not our best 11. We don't support our best 11. We support Manchester City, right? So if our squad has a drop-off, we have to accept that, right? We've seen a drop-off. That it is what it is. Pep decided the squad, Pep and the managers, they have to hold it. Is this squad still going to win the league? Yes, it is. We need to stop being insecure. It's fine.
Yeah, I can't lie. Hold tight, Declan Rice, man. He's making me sharp. I'll tell you that for free. Giovanni says, update on the chat since you aren't watching it. They're all saying you're a Rattled Daps FYI. I pick up Giovanni, man. Or Giovanni.
If you want to see me rattled,
my man sent a super chat to tell Daps.
Keep them coming. Keep those ones coming. If you think this is Daps rattled, this is not Daps rattled. Keep super chats like that fucking coming, and you'll see me rattled.
Yeah. King Deuce, big up my guy. Says big up gents from the States with back-to-back losses. I remember you, Deuce. Don't worry. With back-to-back losses, is this a trend or just a bad day at the office?
Well, it hasn't happened for 5 years. It hasn't happened for 5 years. So,
Cass, remember January, February time? I had to tell Mo about this earlier, where everyone was saying, when I was saying, City always start the season badly, we come alive February, March, and everyone was going, no, it's different this season.
Yeah. I know.
It starts, bro. It starts again. It's starting now. City just don't look the same.
I wouldn't want to be the team
too much. Go on, Jay. Go on.
I wouldn't want to be the team that has to play City coming back from the international break.
Brighton at home.
Facts.
Yeah, Brighton, especially Brighton with how they've been moving lately, and with
4-1,
how open they are.
4-1 easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be long for them.
4-1 easy.
Now City fell off. But the only chance we had of winning a trophy this season was the Carabao Cup, and now we're out of that. We're fucked. City fell off completely.
Yeah, Arnie's talking about the English refs. That's what his super chat was referring back to.
Yeah,
So big
shit,
up Arnie for that, man. Will Stewart, he says, when you're gonna roast, or should I say, when y'all gonna roast Liverpool on his channel this week? Thought they were coming back with a vengeance after being robbed.
And they were robbed again today.
I'm trying to force this kind of like rivalry thing with Liverpool, or am I not getting something? Like, am I missing something?
Yeah, because of the people that said they are irrelevant.
It's hard to roast Liverpool. I can't lie. Like they come up against good Bryans. We'll talk about it, but I'm just saying it's kind of hard to roast them. When Mons comes on, eventually, I will for not getting a W. That's that.
Oh, I want a rematch for today. To be fair.
Shout out to that for being a humble City fan, like Hamza, who was making excuses and he was rattled and cooked by a gal. I heard that. I'll let people know at the end. On the terrace earlier, but I'm gonna get a guy to tell me the minutes and then I'll plug it into them. So you're welcome, Terry.
Can I just say something quick? I coming into this game was nervous. Yeah. For the first time, I was nervous, and I think it was probably similar to how I was going into the FA Cup game in January last season. I felt nervous going into this one, but I'll be real with you. When I saw Arsenal's team selection, I got less nervous and thought, you know what, we could do this, you know. And I was wrong. And that's where I think Arteta really needs some praise, because he put his balls on the line today massively with that team selection, and it paid off. And I think that's where we have to give him the props, and Pep has to hold it. Today, like, masterclass from Arteta. And I think the substitutes were massive, man. Like, his substitutes came on and changed the game, and City's substitutes didn't. Simple as that.
Giovanni says they are now saying you're really rattled. Another update in 10 minutes. Big up,
cheers, pal. Keep them coming. Oh, you fucker. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to leave this stream in a minute. I'm really angry.
We have 500 likes, video time. We're just going to pay the receipts, basically. Memphis says, hi, Cass. We got lucky this week. Why are you saying hi, Cass, Memphis? Like, we got a better relationship than that. But big up for the manners. Hope you can build on that. Good game, Arsenal. Mo, I thought Brighton were robbed, if anything.
Cass, that's so London-like for you to say that. Why are you saying hello to me, you weirdo?
It is what it is, man. I'm just saying. But let's pay the receipts.
Go to the Fortress. The Fortress, yeah.
That's the Emirates for anyone who doesn't know.
That we pick up 3 points out every season without him. But do you know what? We're doing a 4-peat this season while retaining the Champions League. So, fuck it. Let's go to the Fortress without Rodri. Nunes, Bernardo, maybe Kovacic back. It's like, bro, it's the Emirates. It's good. We're the bar. And until someone wants to come and set a different bar with the bar, if people don't care about us, get your levels up.
Get your levels.
Who's that fucking handsome young man? Who is that handsome young man? What a weapon. What an absolute tool.
Have you got questions?
Egg on his face. Bro, but the questions, to be fair, the questions on what I said there got answered against Wolves. Because at that point, I honestly thought the Nunes cover pivot would work, right? And we saw against Wolves that pivot doesn't work. And I was wrong, innit? I was wrong. Look, I've said Arsenal look like an adolescent teenager whose balls have not dropped, right? That's what I've been saying. And today, Arsenal's balls dropped. We witnessed him I got to witness the christening of Arsenal. Like, they came of age today. And actually, here's one reason for it. Last season, we beat Arsenal home and away. And did Saliba play in either of those games?
Yeah, he played.
He played the first two.
First two.
But he didn't play in the third one, right? Mm-hmm. The one where we battered you.
The 4-1.
Yeah, the 4-1.
4-1 now.
So do you know what? Is it fair to say that Saliba is fucking important to Arsenal? Like, Saliba's got this mentality.
I don't think anybody can deny that.
And then you've got
important
Yeah, 100, bro. I'll always say, do you know what I wanted to see today? I wanted to see a performance. I was worried going into this game, right? But I said, this is the moment where I need. We haven't got Rodri, we haven't got De Bruyne. This is the moment where people need to step up, and I need to see the champions in us come through and say, yeah, we don't have Rodri, but we're not just Rodri FC, right? It's fine. And today, I didn't see the step up. I didn't see anyone grabbing the game by the throat or whatever the saying is and dragging us over the line. I didn't see that today. And with Arsenal, I saw a performance out Saliba that was sensational. I thought Martinelli was cold. I thought when he came on, game changer. Declan Rice, for me, I knew what Declan Rice was about. Now, I haven't watched the game back to see just how good he was, but people are telling me Declan Rice was good. I don't know, but I just think, do you know what? Sometimes in games like this, because the first half, I think it was clear for everyone to see. Arsenal were nervous, City were nervous. That first half was poor. It looked like two teams and neither. And I'll be honest, for the first time in quite a while, City, and I'll show you, Cass, afterwards. In City group chats I'm in, people were saying, what the fuck, before you scored, what are we doing? We look like we're playing for a draw. Since when does City play for a fucking draw, right? And that is why today we look like a team. And do you know what? When City keep to what we do, we win games. Today we didn't. We go, now we're going to change a bit, and we're a bit nervous, and we didn't step up and be counted.
Yeah. Go ahead. Are we going to talk about Foden? Is there any conversation about Foden?
Wait. Was it Phil Noden?
Most just looking fucking hell. Here we go. Foden wasn't good today. Alvarez, but do you know what? Actually, but I don't want to support agendas, right? And I honestly feel if we're gonna talk on Foden, because I think Foden was bad today, right? I don't think Foden was there. But I'll be honest, Alvarez wasn't any better than Foden, so we can't. If Foden's gonna,
Foden is the star boy. No, again, be consistent, Mo. Don't pull them dumb faces. Be consistent. You're not, bro. You're the most inconsistent. You're more inconsistent than English referees, bro. All week, everyone has been saying this season Alvarez is the game changer. Alvarez is the one. You said it, Mo, how important Alvarez is. But now, oh no, we don't talk on Alvarez being quiet. We talk on Foden. Why? Why is there an agenda against Foden? It's the same thing as people want to talk Saka Foden. Foden starts the season off well, and then everyone goes, oh, fuck that. We're not going to compare him with Saka. We'll compare him with Maddison, right? Bro, be consistent. Cool, we'll talk on Foden, but now we're not talking on Foden. In this game, we're going to talk on Foden and Alvarez, not just Foden. Don't do agendas. No, just Foden. Why?
Okay,
I don't think anyone really.
Foden and Alvarez, neither of them were better than each other. So why are we talking on Foden?
I don't think anyone on City really was great.
This is English.
I think
I can answer that, but
English.
Jay is the guest, and he's going to answer that. But I can answer that.
Jay can go, but let me answer it, right? Because people always say
you asked the question.
No, but
you asked me the question, bro. I want to.
But I'm going to say this. Because people will say it the other way. People will say, "Oh, English players get protected." Not always, bro. Sometimes people want to come for the English players, right? And today, you want to talk on Foden when there was another man on the pitch that was equally playing a very similar role and had the same amount of impact. I think Alvarez actually maybe missed a chance that Foden didn't. So why are you coming for Foden?
I think personally, at least, I can only speak for myself, but when I look at Foden, I just expect more from someone who was heralded as England's next big talent. He's been at the club for his whole life, pretty much. Alvarez has been here for what? Second year, right? Mm-hmm. When is Foden gonna become the leader that we now expect him to be, seeing as he's been with the club for so long, seeing as De Bruyne's eventually going to get phased out? Foden needs to be able to take the game by the scruff of the neck, like everyone says Saka should be doing, like everyone says Odegaard should be doing, and he needs to be able to lead the team. And so I think when I look at the club, I think he's the next one up, right? He's the next great City legend who should be leading the team in these difficult situations. Personally, that's what I think.
So I would say that firstly, I don't want to, I'm sick of seeing like Foden played on wings, right? I've been saying this. He's not a winger. People want him to step up and be counted. Foden's whole career, up until it got to when pretty much he started playing for the first team, has always been in an 8 role, right? But because of how he can play in multiple different roles, he keeps being pushed out wide in certain games, and then he's not being able to nail it down. But again, And I'm not trying to slander Alvarez. I just want people to be consistent because Alvarez and Foden have both started the season well, right? We're going to say, oh, no, but, you know, if Foden's talked as like this and talked as like that. In the last 18 months, Foden has not been spoke of like that. In the last 18 months, Alvarez has. In the last 18 months, Alvarez has won a World Cup. Alvarez has won a Premier League like Foden. Alvarez is a guy that people have been saying, well, maybe he should be in a Ballon d'Or conversation. But now it's on Foden again. And this is a thing that happens in this country. We put people on pedestals to fucking knock them off. Like, let the guy get a run in his preferred position because he should never be compared to Saka. One is an 8 and one is a winger. How are they being compared? Because Foden is being forced into the wing role. And today, again, if I'm going to be honest, that's on Pep.
Can we call Foden an 8 if he's played more on the wing at this point than he has in the middle?
No, all right, fair enough, but that's fine. But if we're going to talk about Foden needs to hit the levels that we expect him to hit, we're basing all of that on the upcoming of Foden in the 8 role. Foden for England as captain for the schoolboys when they won the under 21s World Cup, or schoolboys World Cup, I think it was, not under 21s, was playing in the 8 role. He was captain as an 8, right? And now he's playing as a winger. Now, I'm fine for the conversation between Saka and Foden as wingers to say Saka is better than Foden as a winger. But I don't want to see Foden playing there. Today we had Doku and Grealish. And again, I'll take this back. Pep decided to not play Doku or Grealish today. Instead, he put Foden there. And for me, I probably would have gone with first half Grealish for ball retention. And because of his mentality, second half bring on Doku. He brought on Doku, but
because he thought Foden would step up and carry the team.
Like Alvarez. Again, say it on Alvarez. Please just say something negative about Alvarez.
I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't say it on Alvarez, right?
Because you have agendas, bro. You have agendas.
Alvarez has been great all season, right?
Foden's been good all season, bro.
But Alvarez has been great.
Okay.
Been your difference maker.
So in that case, you expect
agree
more.
Or not? So
yes. Okay. No problem. No, spot on. I agree with you. You asked me if I agreed with you, so I agree with you. However,
so let me tell you why.
So no, hold on. So based on that, if we're going into today and based on this season, Alvarez has been better than Foden. Why do you expect Foden to be the one to step up today?
Because the talk wasn't about comparing Foden to this guy. Foden has had years with this Man City team. This is Foden's year. This is Foden. Yes. So we're talking about, wrong position is not on Foden. It's on the manager who put him in that wrong position.
Yep.
But the fact is, people were saying year in, year, and I'm a Foden fan. You know me, right?
No, you're not a Foden fan, bro.
I was always a Foden fan.
Don't see your agenda.
No, it's not agenda. You just think it's an agenda. It's not.
No, I do, because on the last show, I just did a show. You didn't mention it. Now you're mentioning it.
I tried to mention it, you didn't let me. If Saka today played,
try, bro. Go and watch it back. Don't lie on streams, bro. You didn't try and mention it once. You just lied, bro.
Don't have
you
it,
just bare face. Go and watch your stream back and see if you tried to mention Foden once. You just came on here and lied.
So here we go. Maybe I did.
No, I am right. I am right.
Okay. So we're talking about Foden now and never a foul. Why we're mentioning footage more now? I'm talking about
because you're saying, because I want you to be consistent, bro.
When I talk about a player that people said that he should step up, and he didn't today.
Okay, but why?
Why should he?
No,
why should he?
No. Let me finish,
we have been speaking about him now. KDB is injured. It's Foden's time.
Perfect.
We didn't say it's Alvarez's time.
Be consistent. Hold on. So firstly, if Alvarez has been better this season, why is it fine for Alvarez to not step up today, but it's not fine for Foden to step up? But secondly, hold on to the second thing. You're saying with KDB injured, it's time for Foden to step up. In what role?
And just being the creator.
Oh, right. So not in a position that is preferred position.
Just being the creator of the team, like being the one that carries, like Odegaard today, lay the people down. Gabriel Jesus carried the team on his back. He did. Odegaard, and I said that.
Can I step in before you go back and forth? Can I?
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Let me do some of these super chats because I feel like we're doing someone a little bit of disservice. Yeah. One of our members, Mr. Link says, so Daps, you are the reason why Huey acts this way. Huey's his own man.
Way? Huey's his own man.
Yeah. Omar says Memphis. Explain how Brighton robbed us. So that's time to go back and forth for you two in the comments. Kenny says, Daps calling us teenager is so funny. We were going invincible winning the league when you were battling relegation before fraudulent money came in. Just ignore that. Let's talk about today.
Have you ever won a treble? Have you fuck?
Mr. Link says, I heard Foden was the generational talent. And then King Sash says, Daps consistently emotional, rattled by Asna.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's because I'm an actual fan, not a content creator. I do get rattled.
But you have the right. Like, you lost today. Like,
bro, I get rattled over fucking the wrong dinner at home, bro. I get rattled a lot.
Oh, you got rattled by burnt noodles earlier.
Guys, why you guys Arsenal fans are here? Why you're not like stepping up for your boy? Why people said that Saka is the star boy?
Can I just say something?
Said Foden is him, but you guys should defend Saka. Saka didn't play today, but Foden played and didn't show up.
Hold on.
The Arsenal people here are sitting not doing anything.
No.
We can speak on Saka.
I really don't get it. Like, hold on. Yeah, you're guests and everything, but you should step up for your guy.
Mo, but here's the thing. That conversation, this is why I really don't like that conversation, yeah? Because I remember on a back when I used to do spaces, there was a conversation about who's a generational talent, Saka or Foden. And I said, someone tell me what generational means, right? And they said a player that can play in multiple positions, right? And I said at that point, this was about 3 seasons ago. I said, well, in that case, and shine, right? And play multiple roles, and they're just that good that they can go anywhere. And I said, well, based on where they were, because I think that was like a season after Saka had been playing left back. And I said, well, based on that, I think Saka's generational, because I think Saka is. So I don't like the comparison because I think Saka's fucking amazing. Like this is not for me. It's not a conversation. I think Saka's cold, man. Like
for me, it has nothing to do with actual talent. I think Foden is.
Didn't even play today.
I think when you look at it, he's a better footballer than Saka is, talent-wise, I think.
Yeah.
The thing that makes Saka so great is his mentality is elite. He's the most professional youngster I think I've ever seen personally from our club. Yeah. No one has anything bad to say about him, and he steps up when it matters. That's the only thing I expect from Foden. Foden, we've seen all the talent from him, right? We've heard all of the players talk about how great he is. What I want to see from Foden is that when City are down and out, I want to see him rise. Essentially, that's it.
Well, hold on. Foden's never been put in the position where he needs to put the team on his back. He is in a team full of world-class players. Saka is not. Okay, that's a huge difference that people forget. But when you're comparing between Manchester City and Arsenal, I'm not talking about Saka because he wasn't in the game today. Did we miss him? Not really. I think Jesus trucked on that right side. A one-legged Saka does us no good, especially against Man City. So I was excited to see that. But if you're talking about if you're comparing the two, it's completely different situations. Saka has to carry Arsenal and has been for years. Foden has never been put in that position. Period.
628 likes. It hasn't moved that much. There's 1,300 different people in this by now, yeah. So at least, if you don't mind, just exit your live chats for a little second before you keep spamming 115 for Daps, and just like the video.
Daps don't see it.
We need about 115 likes, yeah. All right. I was gonna ask. We're all talking about how shit this player is, how shit that player is, but we're not really talking about the actual generational talent on the pitch. Is William Saliba. That is what you call a generational centre back. He's got no weaknesses 100%. In the game at 22 or wherever the hell he is. Let's talk about some actual guys that are actually good on the pitch. Like
Martinelli.
Vardy was good. Martinelli stepped up to the play, even though it was the
Vardy was very good. I agree.
Story from Arteta about Martinelli about 3 weeks ago. That is a sick story, in my opinion. Let's talk about Declan Rice. This one down here thinks he was mid. I don't like Declan Rice. He's not my gravy.
No, I didn't say it was mid. I said he wasn't. They said he was the best player on the pitch. Like I've heard that.
Rice was the difference for that midfield, in my opinion, 100 million%. When City trying to go through the middle, they had to go through the wings. That's what I saw, and they tried to go through the wings, and it didn't happen. I thought Rice was mid. Key player.
If you notice for a lot of the game,
Rico Lewis, good player. Today, I didn't think he's the guy that should have came off.
18 years old.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's ridiculous.
He should have. Do you know? I actually was thinking earlier. Do you know what? And do you know what this will be? Because do you know what? I actually get this on Foden. I think Foden. Everyone knows how gifted Foden is, and there's moments where you see things from Foden. And even this season, Foden has been good, right? But if we're going to look at the last two games, we're going to look at Newcastle and we're going to look at, not Newcastle, look at Wolves and look at this game. Maybe, he did drop off a bit. That's fine. Whereas, and I do get, by the way, Saka has been stepping up. Saka steps up and he can carry the club. Foden hasn't had the chance to. But I thought today, with Pep deciding to play Rico Lewis, I thought, is this Pep thinking, do you know what? Rico Lewis could be our big star coming up now. That is there a chance? There's not been as much noise about him as there has Foden. And I'm not saying Rico Lewis is better than Foden, right? But to play him today in a game like this, I thought was a big. Oh, Calvin Phillips is gone. But the other thing is Rico Lewis is still evolving, and like he played in a kind of box to box role today. And Rico Lewis is better when he hits the final third. He's actually better further forward than he started off as a right back. And then I started thinking, it's interesting because, Saka played for Arsenal originally at left back, yeah. And I don't know, I think Rico Lewis is good, but I don't think he was amazing or anything. Whereas I think Martinelli today showed just how good that man can be. Because the minute he came on the pitch, everything changed. It's like the whole game changed. He gave City something to be worried about going forward. And, I know it's a deflection, but I don't really want to hear a deflection because if you don't shoot, you don't score. And City only had 4 shots today. So that's a crap excuse. I think he was very good. I also do think Ben White went below the radar a bit. I think Ben White was very good. Very, very good. Actually, Zinchenko was pretty good as well, by the way. Zinchenko was good as well.
Zinchenko ate up. People are forgetting that Zinchenko ate up Doku before he was subbed off by for Tommy. He ate him up twice. Mm-hmm. Like Doku. Say what you want about Doku. Doku had a shocker today, man. Doku had a shocker.
Bro, I think you know what? He was only on the pitch for about 25-30 minutes. Yeah, I wouldn't say a shocker. I've seen.
And who had a shocker?
Doku.
No, really?
I don't see at all.
TJ, bro, when you say Zinchenko ate him up twice,
changes to stop him, bro. Come on, don't do that.
I don't think Zinchenko ate him up twice. I mean, if it was, then that was kind of soup, bro. It wasn't eating much.
And first 20 seconds Doku was on, Zinchenko clean his tackle. But
that's the first 20 seconds a player in.
No,
like,
I'm
what
just
do you guys
saying,
expect? I don't get it.
But then afterwards, Doku but then afterwards, Doku got past him and put the ball in.
When can we stop making? Okay, so I'm going to challenge you. When can we stop making excuses for bad touches?
Who had a bad touch? So Doku today in the
hold on. You just said that Zinchenko tackled him twice. The second time you're talking of, actually, Doku got past him and put the ball in.
Yes.
But then the player did. But then I think Haaland didn't get to it, so he didn't eat him up that time. I think the Doku one. There's players on, and trust me, there's players on City's team that deserve it today. Like I think Kovacic had an absolute howler, and I can imagine Pep not playing him for 3-4 howler. And that's where I was massively wrong because I honestly thought, and hold tight, Don. When I've been saying I think Kovacic and Núñez in a pivot could do a job. Based on what I've seen today, nah, they can't. Kovacic today, for an experienced player, that first half performance, nah.
It will work against.
It will.
The weaker clubs.
And it might work later in the season when they're used to the system more.
This is what's needed.
But it's two players that have just joined City, and we're asking them to maybe do the role that they're not quite there for because Rodri's not about. And maybe it's too early in the season, and maybe once they're used to the system more, they can do it that little bit better. But there's a reason why Pep today, to play the Rodri role, out of everyone, he had Calvin Phillips, he had Rico, he had Kovacic, he had Núñez, and he said, do you know what? I trust Bernardo Silva to do the 6 role more than I trust any of you lot, because he's been there for years. Like he's played with Rodri, he's played with Fernandinho, and he gets what is required to do the 6 role. And I think Bernardo Silva did a good job there. I think Ake, you know what? I love Ake, but I don't think Ake was good today. I think Ake wasn't that good.
I'm just glad when Havertz decides to come on, it wasn't against my club to turn up.
Yeah, I need to watch it back because a few people have told me Havertz was good when he came on as well.
Yeah, he was. He was.
He was fine.
Occupied both Diaz and Nathan Ake.
Raya got good when Raya became good when Havertz came on the pitch.
Actually, did you know? Yeah,
he won all the aerial duels, which is literally they were playing loop it to the big guy.
Yeah,
just lump it forward.
His position is target man. It's skinny Giroud settings, literally.
It's interesting. Do you think
lump it to Havertz is the new thing?
Long-live King guy.
after the first half, do you think Arteta might be thinking, like, after the international, do you think Ramsdale still could come back in at some point?
No, because
No.
these are instructions. Everything that happened today, all the mistakes are actually Arteta telling them not to clear the ball. Because the other way, more experienced manager, Pep Guardiola, there was some point in the game where Arsenal were pressing you inside the 18. He was telling Ederson to go long early. And he was going long because he didn't want to risk it.
I actually did think Arsenal. I think Arsenal were playing out from the back really well today. Actually, I know
Raya was nervous.
Oh, first half.
That was shocking, man.
But I'm not meaning Raya. I'm meaning after Raya. I think after Raya, I think you were moving the ball out from the back okay. I think, I get Raya. Raya looked nervous as hell. It's strange because one of my friends was saying it the other day that was he bad midweek as well for you?
He wasn't great.
He gave up the ball for the first goal.
He gave up the first goal.
Right.
He wasn't responsible for the second one, but the first one was directly on him playing out the back.
But Ramsdale isn't coming back.
Do you not think, no?
I don't think so.
What, do you think he'll go then? Because he won't.
Ramsdale will go to...
He'll go.
Do you know why that's sad?
He'll go at the end of the season.
Do you know why that's sad? Because I still think Ramsdale's England's best goalkeeper, right? And I think Pickford makes one mistake and Ramsdale takes that position. But now, because he's... if he doesn't start for Arsenal, that ain't going to happen now.
Ramsdale, Manchester United goalkeeper next year when we loan Onana back to Inter.
God forbid.
United can't afford him.
He's only worth about 15 million, to be honest. One sec, let me do these quick. Daps is surprisingly tall. Wouldn't expect it, to be honest. Why did you see him out and about?
It's because I know on that video.
Oh,
it's because I slouch. Everyone says that.
Yeah, man, he's like a sloth. James Bond says, in the words of a gal, you want
to know something? You want to know something? You want to know something?
Yeah, Daps, you are rattled. Big up a gal. LJ Brown says,
he does always say that, actually, doesn't he?
I didn't do anything.
Gal always says that, doesn't he? You want to know something? And the other one he says is, and guess what?
Guess what?
And guess what?
Martinelli over Saka. And then Tom Palayan says, Pep. His name's not even Pep Guardiola. It's Pepe Guardiola. Pepe tried to be smart today. That 11 number City fan would have... What?
That 11 no City fan would have choose as Foden has been held back at City would leave, see him at different club. He won't leave though. He won't. I think he's saying that no City fan would see him in the 11. Maybe I don't know. Do you know what? But that's the thing, right? When today of all days is a game, a manager should overthink every single game, right? That's what they're paid to do, yeah. And Pep overthinks every single game, but no one labels it as overthinking when you win, right? Because you won, right? Today, over any other game, he definitely had to overthink this game, right? We're going up against Arsenal at the Emirates. Arsenal we don't know who they're going to play, but with potentially Partey fit, Rice fit, Odegaard. He had to, and we didn't have Rodri, we didn't have De Bruyne. So he had to think, what do I do? But guess what? Today it didn't work. And it's as simple as that. What Pep did today did not work. And what Arteta did. The second half substitutions from Pep, I think, were wrong as well, to be fair. I think Grealish missing was massive for me. I think I really would have started Grealish.
Yeah. We haven't talked about that. Where is that? Did he get out of the bus? Did he forget his jersey or something? Why didn't he come on?
Pep didn't bring him on, bro. Because Pep didn't bring him on. Oh, I bet I see what you did there. You actually tried to turn that on Grealish. You tried to make that Grealish's fault.
Yeah, if your manager trusts him, he would have put him on. It's as simple as that.
All right, so there we go. Unless so it's Grealish's fault. Brilliant. Sensational.
Okay, yes, it is. Okay, hold on. Okay. It's not okay. This is now you're turning it into an agenda. If you're a player,
no, you are.
And your manager, if your manager doesn't
put it on Grealish though. What that made up?
Grealish wasn't on the pitch, and you're putting it on Grealish.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm getting there. Jack Grealish, Manchester City losing now. And instead of that, he turns to the youngster Doku. He didn't turn into the Grealish, the experienced guy. Why is that? He looked for starters today. He doesn't start his superstar Jack Grealish. Why is that?
Okay, no problem, Mo. If we're going to do this isn't on Pep, then in that case, this whole game today was not on Pep, right? It's on every single player because they didn't perform. But you want to say, no, I'm here saying today is on Pep, but then the one player that isn't on the pitch, you want to put it on him. Bro, and you're telling me I've got an agenda. You just said
No,
Grealish.
but-
You started off saying Grealish left his jumper on the coach, right? Bro, come on. Like, Pep thought today, he overthought it, right? He overthought it, yeah? You can try and put it on Grealish. We have to look at some facts. Even on the Haaland thing, is it coincidence that last season, when Grealish was playing, Haaland was performing better, right? Can you sit here now and admit, right, that Grealish actually does a fucking job of City? He does the job of pulling 3 players out of position to allow other people to occupy that space. Today, Pep did not start Grealish, and now you want to say that's Grealish's fault. Come on,
If
bro.
your manager thinks he's a good player, he would have started him.
Yeah, if you're an 100-pound player
Okay.
and you're not starting against your potential title
£100.
rivals, or 100, however much it
100
costs.
million, bro. If it's £100,
Sorry,
we would not be having this
100 million
conversation.
Yeah, but if he's been bought for that much and he's not starting against your potential title rivals, then questions have to be asked. And not even coming off the bench.
Bro, I agreed, but bro, come on. He brought on Doku because Doku, he probably thought the game was stretched. Let's bring on Doku. We can run, if people want to run, Grealish has been doing all of that, fine. But for me, it's a bit of a reach. There's players that have played today that did not perform. There's a manager that got things wrong. That's fine. We can hold that one. I'm not willing to come here in a holder. Yeah, Grealish needs to be accountable for not training and impressing Pep well enough that he started today. Like, that's a reach, bro. That's a reach. Mo, I expect it from you, Mo, to be fair.
The mental edge that you guys had over us, and the fact that you continuously beat us, today, this win is more to us mentally going forward for the remainder of the season.
Welcome to the stream. I said that about half hour ago, bro. But
no, I was listening. I was listening to parts of it. I didn't catch everything. But what I'll say is, if you agree with that, fine. But obviously, majority of people will agree with that. The next thing is, Saliba has Erling Haaland's number, bro. This is the actual fact now. 2 games, 3 games now that we've seen Erling Haaland play against Saliba for 90 minutes. And yes, he scored a goal at the Emirates that game, but outside of that, he hasn't really had too many good performances.
No, you mean at the Etihad, bro?
No. He never played at the Etihad.
Sorry,
Saliba never played at the Etihad. Rob Holding played twice at the Etihad. Only time Saliba played Rob Holding was in the Community Shield.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
yesterday, and at the Emirates
yeah.
last year. So
Yeah.
in those three games,
yeah,
he's shown that he has Erling Haaland's number. And the way that we did it today was different from the way that we did in the Community Shield. In the Community Shield, you still had chances. You still had some level of service. Today, we tried to cut out the midfield service, and a lot of the service went to more Julian Alvarez.
So in that case, I agree with you, by the way. This is not me slandering Saliba, because I think Saliba was good today. But I think actually, like, I can look at the last couple of games Haaland's played in, and I can say he's had chances and he didn't eat the food on the plate, right? And that's on Haaland. Today, Haaland did not get opportunities, right? He didn't get opportunities at all. In fact, the one opportunity he did have one, but I believe it was actually Gabriel that got in front of him. When the ball came over and Gabriel got in front of him, not Saliba, right?
By the way, Gabriel is not getting enough credit for this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think Gabriel
is
is cold.
You can say everything you want about Saliba, but Gabriel, without Gabriel right next to him, it's a completely different game.
I think, but again, I think Gabriel and Saliba for me were probably the two best players on the pitch. Martinelli's second half probably was the best player in the second half.
Rice?
Rice, I've been clear on it. I don't want to speak on it because I didn't notice it, but everyone's told me that it was very good. But here's what I will say, and this is probably on Declan Rice, that if we're going to talk about Haaland and we're going to give Saliba credit for Haaland, I think whether it be Rice, whether it be whoever it is, the delivery into Haaland was not good enough, yeah? So the people that were stopping that need to also get a lot of the credit. Because, like I said, in other games against Wolves, Leipzig, and there's one other one because I think this is a fourth game in a row Haaland hasn't scored in. Nah, did he start against Newcastle? No, he didn't play against Newcastle. Haaland hasn't scored for 4 games, right? And in 3 of them, he's had clear-cut opportunities and missed them, right? So that's on him.
Because of a difference in quality of chances.
That's on him. But today, in particular, there was no delivery. And for that, yes, we probably also have to say that maybe players were looking up and thinking Saliba's got him, so there's no point playing the ball to him. But we also have to look at the players probably in your midfield and maybe also Ben White and Zinchenko and say, they were a big part to play in that because they stopped the delivery to Haaland. So I think I'd actually say this isn't just on Saliba and giving Saliba praise. This is giving your whole defensive unit praise for stopping Manchester City for having so few opportunities.
Can I do something right now? I need you guys to go back and rewrite history for a second. Look at the Manchester United game. They had a lot of the ball. You guys said Manchester United were the better team. We had a poor performance. Similar to the Tottenham game. Similar to the Tottenham game. Similar to the Tottenham game, they had a lot of the ball. We conceded possession to them. And guess what? We didn't end up getting the win.
Told you he says that a lot.
We got a draw. And then you go to this game, similar type of situation. It seems like we're getting more comfortable not being on the ball as much, but still trying to find ways to guide ourselves to the victory by controlling the midfield. And I think that's where Mikel Arteta is finding different ways to play football. And it's not just the same way that we played last season. And this is something that is not getting credited to Arsenal. It's more being used as an insult to berate us with over the last couple of weeks.
Bro, I've been saying this, right? That
we're evolving the way we play.
You don't win a season, yeah, with your best 11 players, right? You win your season with a squad and bringing in the right personnel for the right games, right? And I have been saying this about Arsenal for the last few weeks when people are saying, oh, you know, they're not looking as fluid and whatever. It's like, but where did fluid get you in the back end of the season when players got injured, yeah? You're now here and yeah, you've still been picking up points, but you've been trying new things, right? And you've been trying new things for this exact reason because today, the biggest message I think Arsenal sent out is a weaker Arsenal, right? As far as Arsenal fans would have looked at that starting 11 and gone, oh, this is a weak starting 11. Just beat the European champions. Fuck the Premier League champions, the European champions, right?
What is this rational conversation that is happening? Go ahead.
Because it should be, bro. It's rational. It's fair. Like, Mo, I said this earlier about, I asked you before your show started. I can have a good football conversation. We had a good one on the Gals channel last night.
We had a good one on my channel.
We did have a good one. I can be completely respectful and have a good football chat with people, but if someone wants to be shameless and make dumb fucking comments, then I'll be like, no problem.
Okay,
If you,
let me ask you this.
But you know what?
It's not every day that you lose, bro. It's not every day that you lose.
It isn't. And he's not even that rattled.
But this, I'm not. And do you know what rattles me is people saying I'm rattled. If people want to have a football chat, I'll have a football chat. But right. I see YouTube and doing streams as the same as the real world, right? If someone's respectful to me, I will be respectful to them and have a good chat, right? If someone's being a C-bomb to me, then I'll meet the energy and I'll be the same. Now, if someone comes up to me and starts telling me I'm rattled out on the street, that's going to piss me off. If someone says, oh, why are you raising your voice to me when I'm not raising my voice? Bro, I'll lose my shit because that's the way it is. And like, if he's talking sense, I can be very fair to Arsenal, but then I say one negative thing and every Arsenal fan hates me, right?
Bro, it's fine. I'm just gonna say one more thing to Mo.
Not the same energy you had on the terrace, bro. This is not the same energy you have the terrace. Yeah, go ahead.
Mo, this is to you.
Because he knows the terrace is shameless.
You called us overrated. You called us overrated a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Best defense, tied for the best defense with City in the league.
I said your offense.
Literally two goals off the. I think we're what? We're tied with Tottenham on the same level of points, top of the league.
And goal difference, same goal difference as Tottenham as well.
Undefeated in the league. On top of that, we've yet to actually click into gear offensively, and we currently have 18 goals, which is what, 4 goals off the top.
You have 16 goals, and you're 7th on the table in terms of goals.
So fair enough. Our goals have been our poorest part of our game.
Absolutely. Your defense. I said Saliba is hitting Van Dijk's level.
I think Saliba Gabriel's the best partnership in the Premier League at the moment.
Call this team overrated. Was an overreaction.
I called your offense. Don't put words in my mouth.
No.
I called your offensive players overrated.
Don't do that, Mo. Wallahi, I remember verbatim.
My name.
I remember verbatim. You said this team is overrated. You never said this offense. Don't try to change it. Don't add words now.
So you want to do that? Do you want to do that?
No, simply put, you never said offense.
Okay, finish your talk and then I will respond to you because you're accusing me of something. I'm going to respond to you.
Bro,
go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
You know what? We have a show midweek. I'll do my research because I'll go find the video of you saying it verbatim after we drop points against Lens or Tottenham, one or the other.
Spurs against Spurs.
Was it after Spurs? And you came on and you said this team is overrated.
Okay,
So-
live on YouTube, live on Never a Foul now. I'm going to say exactly what I said in that stream. I said your forward line got isolated with Spurs defenders and couldn't do shit. And your forward line missed chances that you should have won the game, and maybe they're overrated. I said they are overrated, and I mentioned Saka, and I mentioned the guys that played, and I said that. Don't be shameless with me. I know what I said. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not that guy. And you're not that guy. Don't do that to me,
I agree.
bro. Don't do
I
that.
agree that our
Overrated. I
forwards
think
are.
we're perfectly rated. Look at who's on our front line. Look at who's on our
Yeah,
front line.
like we
have
might not be firing yet, but
we have a number 9 of Eddie Nketiah who has not done anything.
And I
Bro, our-
said he's
our
an
front
overrated
has never
player.
played
Am I
together
wrong?
yet.
Do you agree or not?
Our front
Martinelli,
three hasn't
Saka,
even
and
played
Jesus
together yet.
haven't played
season.
one game
Exactly,
together
and
yet.
that's the whole point, Igal. I said at the moment, the one time I saw Martinelli play with Gabriel Jesus and Saka, I said that's the front.
When
line
did
we
they
wanna
play
see.
together this season?
One game.
When?
One game.
When?
Didn't they play one game or some
No,
minutes?
No.
no,
They
you're
haven't
wrong.
played one
They've
game
not
yet.
played 1 minute together all season. You're wrong.
Sorry,
bro.
can I just say
Okay,
something?
so I'm
When?
wrong here. So
When
I
did they
said
play
that when
together?
we see them,
No,
we're
tell
gonna
me
see
the
the
game,
real
Mo.
thing.
Mo,
As
Mo,
of now,
you said
you
I'm
are
not that guy.
seventh.
What is this? What
As
is
of
this
now,
new
you are
persona?
seven. Okay,
What is
one,
this, bro?
2, 3, 4, 5.
When did they
6.
play 1
You
minute
are
together?
seventh on the table in terms of goals scored.
When did
You are
no answer my
offense have
question?
been weaker
Answer my
than
question.
last year.
Answer my
Your
question.
defense is carrying
Answer
you.
my
Yes, go ahead.
question.
What's the question?
When did Gabriel Jesus,
They
Bukayo
didn't
Saka,
play.
and
I was
Gabriel
wrong. I raised my
when
hand.
did
I was
Gabriel
wrong.
Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, and Bukayo Saka play one game together? You
They
tell me.
didn't play. I don't know.
So why are you calling it attack?
I said I
overrated
was
when you
wrong
haven't
then.
done it?
One second. What did he say? 7th this year, but they've got the joint least goals conceded this year.
Yes, exactly. Remember what I said? I said Saliba is hitting Van Dijk's level. I said that in the
but
beginning of the stream.
I didn't hear
The
nothing.
defense has been immense.
Injury.
And I said that in the beginning of the season. I said Granit Xhaka was doing a job for them offensively as good as defensively. Their offense isn't looking the same. Maybe because they haven't played together. And I said
They
against Spurs, they had the chances to kill the game off in the first half, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's why I said they're
In fairness,
overrated.
They haven't had their front
Exactly.
three.
Thank
Have
you
you
so
seen-
much.
Sorry, have you seen this on Saliba? 97% of his passes completed, 100% of his duels won, and he didn't commit a single foul. Fucking elite.
Bro, 22 years
Telling
old,
you
bro.
guys.
22 years old.
Yeah.
Old.
I think I said this yesterday. When Arsenal fans were telling me, you know, when he was playing away in France and Arsenal fans were going, Arteta must bring Saliba back. Probably because of the past, the way Arsenal fans have been about some players, right, with overhyping them. I was like, I bet you he comes back and he's fucking bang average, yeah. I was so wrong. I'm not going to lie. He is like last year, or no, season before last, Tottenham fans were doing that whole Romero Rolls Royce, yeah. And I was like, come on, man. I'm sorry, yeah. And people go, oh, you're only saying that. Nah, Saliba's cold, man. He's fucking very good for a 22-year-old.
I think he gets into any starting 11 in the world right now.
Apparently someone said to me that, no, I think it was Hamza said it, that in France, that the French don't like him, right? Or was saying he's not.
They don't. They think Konate is the better player.
No,
I'm
that's
genuinely
Twitter, bro.
think-
That's Hamza.
No, it's 'cause-
That's
it's 'cause
Hamza
Saliba
spreading
hasn't
Twitter
played for
propaganda,
France.
bro.
The guy in the World Cup, they did the champs. Konate is a better player.
games. He started garbage games in World Cup. He gets.
he
He
hasn't-
gets
he hasn't
assists.
played
Upamecano, they
Yes,
think
yes,
in France that
yes.
Upamecano and Konate are better defenders.
Let them
Listen,
figure
the
it out.
problem is people are saying
He's
this
not
after
gonna play
8
this
games.
international.
After
I
8
don't
games,
care.
people forgot that Saliba literally was one of the main reasons Arsenal were top until game week 30. They lost the league because he got injured. He was immense last year. Same as this year. He didn't change. People just forgot because he was away for 8 games at the end of the season. It was
not to mention-
I'll be
exactly
honest.
the same.
I don't like doing that. They would have won the league thing because you know that's based on opinion. Like, we can't say
exactly. Okay, okay, but
And
my
this
point
is the
is
thing.
my point is that he was putting the same performances last year for Arsenal.
100%, and he's
Every
gone
week.
into his second performance, and he's doing like. And the difference is, even if we're not talking the fact that he's now going into another season off the back of last season and continuing to do it, I watched Romero play football, yeah, and even if it was just one season, that one season he was not putting in performances like Saliba puts in. He's putting okay performances in. Saliba is fucking like he is the best. He's the best defender in the Premier League on form at the moment. Now, I'll still argue that over the last 3 seasons, like the best defender in the Premier League is Ruben Diaz. It's Diaz. But if we're talking the here and now, right this moment, it's Saliba. It's Saliba. We in our combined 11 yesterday, Gal, we put Saliba and Ruben. That's my opinion.
So what are you guys saying, Jay and TG? Like, I want you guys to talk about this. Like,
talk about winning the league.
I was just gonna say, like,
Go, Jay. Go, Jay.
You're gonna go invincible.
Even, of course not.
Them and Spurs both invincible.
No, but even
they already drew the
Saliba,
first game.
People forget that he's even been doing this. Like when he was on Marseille, he was team of the year in France, and that Marseille team was rock and roll football. He was defending at times by himself at the back. And I know obviously League One's not the most talented league, but yeah, he's been great for a while, and I still stand by the fact that if he's not world class, he's knocking at the door. I know everyone has their different criteria for what world class is, but for me, if you can say that you can start for any single club in the world, you're world class, and I think right now Saliba can do that. So long may it continue, and hopefully we can hold on to him. I'm looking for a new contract.
He's been down in 3 years, man.
Has he not signed it? I thought he'd signed a new contract.
He signed recently, but I mean, I'd be willing to give him a new one every year.
Give him a 10-year.
No. Give him 5 tonight. That's all I'm going to say.
Saliba signed until 2025. No.
Well, listen. What we've learned this weekend is there's 2 Premier League players that need to be given. On whatever they've got left, they need to be given a further 5. One is Saliba. The other is Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay needs to be given a 5-year contract on top of what he's already got.
Let's not deflect that. Your club has lost 4 in the last 3 years.
No. Right. We have, bro. We're not deflecting, bro. We've looked poor. City do not look the same. The only chance we have of winning a trophy is the Carabao Cup, and we've been dumped out of that, bro. We're in the mud. City, things are changing. What is it? Eras are over.
I mean, after this weekend, I mean,
it was over, bro.
He lost. I mean,
when is crisis mode for City? Is it if you lose to Brighton? Is that
crisis mode?
They're not even close to crisis mode.
Bro, crisis mode is when mathematically we cannot win the league. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I've got a question to Igal. Igal, have you learnt from last season?
Ask me what you're about to ask me then.
Have you learnt from last season?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to win the league?
Bro, the league's won on a marathon, bro. Let's be honest.
Okay.
We can win it.
Warren, let me ask you something here.
But I'll tell you one thing. In order for us to win it, we would have to beat the champions first. And we showed that we
You took 3 points. The most we can take off you now is 3 points this season, which is a damn sight.
And you want to know something? If we would have taken 3 points off you last season, we could have potentially have been winners.
Fucking hell. You just said you shouldn't have said could have potentially, because then you like kind of...
If we could have last year.
We might have.
Our problem wasn't Manchester City. It was everybody else that we lost to last season.
We had a mentality issue.
Let's keep digging up those bodies, though. What's up, Cass?
Your mentality's improved.
I was going to say, I think there might be one player that we kind of missed today slightly, and I think he's gone bare under the radar because that's mentioned about the starting lineup. Jorginho. When you put legs around him and someone that's competent next to him, like a Zinchenko, all of a sudden it's
Rice next to him.
Even Saliba being fast has helped. So, tick, 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 and he was pressing very well. I thought we maybe deserved.
Do you know what?
He's rectified from that Arsenal mistake.
Cass, can you remember Rodri's first season?
Yeah, it wasn't that great, was it?
Right, but that if you go back and look, can you remember the season where Bernardo Silva hardly played for City? There was one season where, it was that season, and the summer after. In the summer, I was saying, look, I'm not sure on Rodri. It was his first season, but for him to work, he needs legs next to him. He needs Bernardo. We need to bring back, because ultimately it was Rodri, Gundogan, and they were playing someone else. Can't remember who it was. And I was saying for that to work, they need Bernardo Silva's legs on the pitch. Bernardo Silva came back, started playing, and all of a sudden it changes. The same with Jorginho. That there's certain players that their job is not to have legs. Their job is just to be the brains. And look, Jorginho did a job today. Everyone in Arsenal probably did. Jorginho is probably relevant to the fact that Haaland didn't get as much delivery, to be fair.
Him and Declan Rice worked as a good pair.
He was a good pair, but I mean, you put anybody else next to him, he'll crumble. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the issue.
You don't have if you keep Declan Rice, say you play the same or a similar lineup against Tottenham, I think it's a completely different match because you have Declan Rice and you have 2 natural CDMs out there. and we're more solid defensively.
I actually think
that
Thomas
today.
Partey coming in will change the game completely.
No, 100%. We need
Will
to
change
have
everything,
Rice.
by the way.
We need to have Rice, Partey, Odegaard as our midfield three.
Yeah.
moving forward.
That's a lot of offensive pressure on Odegaard.
And then I'll start getting more confident. What'd you say? Sorry, I talked over you.
That's a lot of offensive pressure on Odegaard because he will have to do most of the work offensively. Because
that's what his job is. That's his job.
I think other teams have somebody helping. Cass, like other teams have like an 8 that help, like Enzo helps a lot.
Yeah, I hear it, but I think
like he said it's a too defensive, but I don't know how he can solve it.
He's fine. He's an 8
You
anyway.
think so? You still think so? I
Yes,
thought it looks good at 6.
When Partey came on, look at the freedom Rice was allowed just from Partey being on the pitch. Oh, bro, you saw how Arteta countered the substitution from City by a smart, and it was always going to happen. Partey coming on the pitch, but look at the freedom of it. It was just it was allowing Zinchenko to get further on the pitch, and they were pinned.
I love them. Big fan.
And even if we can you talk about the fact that Arteta did what we spoke about midweek.
Enzo Fernandez,
that you guys wanted to see more of. He changed his way of playing the last couple of weeks in order to get results. It might not have worked in every single game, but we're still undefeated. And this game, it was a close game. If we were to play the way we played last season, it would have been much more open, and City have much more clinical players than us. We knew we had to play a defensive game, and the midfield battle was where the game was won and lost.
100.
Yeah, it was
100%. I thought Arteta today, second half, I was talking to Daps about it. Second half is always the half of the managers, and he was on top.
Yeah.
You came out of the tunnel on it, bro. On it. And I'm like, this is...
My question is, when Pep had injuries in the past, did he have better midfielders available or more experienced midfielders? What is the difference?
When KDB was injured, Gundogan was there. Yes.
No, I think his experience. I think at the moment, look, if we really look at it, and by the way, this isn't an excuse, but we look at City.
Obviously, his experience.
No, bro, but all right, that's fine. Look, I'm experienced working where I work. I've worked there 15 years. If I go into a new company, bro, I don't know any of their processes, right? So what we're looking at Manchester City is we're looking at last season, the treble winning run was predominantly Stones inverting, Rodri, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, right? We now have Stones didn't start the game, and when he came on, I think he slightly lit one or two passes were a bit stray, like maybe, he needs to get that match fitness. So we didn't start with Stones. Rodri wasn't on the pitch. Gundogan wasn't on the pitch. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't on the pitch. Yeah. It's kind of at that point now where you take this same group of City players and play them in March, April when they used to play, and I think we'll look different. But at the moment,
so why doesn't Arsenal get that kind of respect? Is it because we haven't done it before?
But what you do? What you do?
No. Daps, this is not even about what you said. It's just, unfortunately, when we were trying to get our back, when we were trying to get ourselves ready to go for this season, and we had a blip versus Fulham, and we dropped points versus Tottenham, people were not saying, "Oh, this is just we need to get ourselves going." I get it. You guys won the league 3 times on a bounce, so people are going to give you guys that kind of respect. But I think, based on how we performed last season,
but it's credit in the bank.
Do you know what? Igal, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. This time last season,
we have to earn it.
This time last season, I was on a show with an Arsenal fan, and I was talking about, and this is where I think you'd probably won pretty much all of your games, and I was saying how much I rate Arsenal and how they're overcoming every single hurdle that's put in front of them, and that they've started the season so well. And then the Arsenal fan said to me, "Yeah, but Daps, you need to give us more respect." And I said, "No, I don't." Right now, what you're doing is, I've just spent this whole show waxing lyrical about how good Arsenal were today. Yeah, like. You beat us, and you beat us with your squad, not with your best 11. Fuck the fact that we had players missed, right? What more do you fucking want? Now you're here going, yeah, but no, I think we need to get more credit.
The Liverpool thing.
Go.
American Arsenal fans are more reasonable than Canadian Arsenal fans.
Trust me, Gal. At the end of this season,
where do you live again?
America.
Okay, that's why.
Igal, if at the end of this season, I'll give, on today, like I've said, your balls have dropped. Today, Arsenal, your balls have dropped. I will no longer say you're not even teenagers yet. You are now 13, right?
You know what? Respect.
If you man win the league this season, right? In fact, probably not if you win the league. If you push us again and get another trophy and go on a Champions League run, I'll say, you know what, you can go and buy fags now. Well done. Right?
Fair enough. Also,
you do a treble, and I'll say that you're allowed to get a driving license.
Treble.
Have you guys spoken? You guys spoke about Martinelli, right?
I'm not trying to talk no more. I'm tired.
We're done.
Yeah, we still got to do pre-record stuff. I've got to go and talk more shit about Arsenal now as well.
Guys, make sure to
By
check.
the way, Saka's not going to England.
Is he not? And guess what? Because Stones came on in the second half, he will be.
Saliba's not going to France. So hate him.
Guys, let me do these two super chats before we end. Let me do these super chats before we end. Tom Palain is saying, I don't like Pep management. He tends to play a player for a while, and when their inform drops, when they inform drops them, seem come back. If not, get moved on.
Yeah, do you know what? We can sit here, and today I have criticised Pep plenty, but the truth is, his man management seems to work quite well. So you know what? Pep don't change.
Well, Igal does stopping Haaland make Saliba class. Is Eric Dyer and Ben Davis class? No, it doesn't. Hiding like Odegaard and popping up now.
Well, just shut up. You're an idiot.
What?
Yeah, tell him again, man.
Well, I'd make another video about him for that.
Anyway, thank you people for watching. Make sure to hit that like before you go. Make sure also to check Igal Talks Football, of course. And also TJ Warren, you have a channel. Let people know where to find you, my friend.
Yeah, TJ Warren TV. Check us out. Hit that subscribe button. We have our weekly show, American Idiot Show, 9 p.m. UK time Fridays. Check us out. Thanks for having me, boys. Appreciate it.
Jay, where do people can find you? If you have a channel, you can plug it in. He's
muted. You're muted, bro. Muted.
No channel yet, but no channel yet. But I'm thinking about maybe dabbling a little bit in content creation. So keep a lookout for that. And to all my Canadians out there, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the long weekend.
Yeah.
Someone. I've just looked in the comments. Someone's actually said egal ratio Daps. What does ratio mean?
It's a Twitter thing.
But anyway, people, shameless from me. Judge Mo, Footy Judge Mo. It's in the description. This is my full time now. I want all the support. The people that are watching us, go subscribe to my channel. I want their support. This is my full time job, as Cass mentioned. Make sure to hit that like button. Your super chats are appreciated here. Your support is appreciated, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Man United, probably in the morning.
Yeah,
3 o'clock. It's gonna be Man United. See you people.
Oh,
what
you
do you
won.
mean why? We
you
have
must
to talk
won.
about Man United.
You won.
Come
you
on.
must. You got to give Scott some props.
Fuck that.
We'll see you people.